Hi everybody, it's Diane at Tattered Edges Design, doing some collage work today. I've got quite a few of these books I made actually quite a few years ago. It's when I first started kind of making these journal blank books, and then I made them all this size, and I wound up doing just collage stuff in them. So I don't know if you want to call it, to me it's more a collage book because I was trying to kind of make a picture, if you will, but you could call it a glue book too, I guess. Anyway, so I'm kind of between projects here, and I thought of making a new one of these to start, but I have this one that I never did anything with, and yes, it's smaller. It is pretty small. You can see by my hand here. It's 3.5 by about 4.5. But as long as it is blank and there's nothing going on in there, I thought I would start that as another collage-y, glue booky thing. And I think I'll leave the first page blank just in case I want to do I'll write the date and the title page and stuff. And I've got an old Sears catalog here from 1967 that I bought years ago, and I got it at a relatively good price because it was pretty beat up at the time. But I haven't used this for a while, so maybe I'd start with an image from that. I have no idea what. I'm not trying to, tell a story or convey anything today. I'm just gluing. Well, yeah, the only thing with this, it is kind of small, so I don't want to, be cutting things too tight. I don't know. Well, all right, what about this girl? Rib net pullovers. So I guess I will fussy cut this. Do we want to watch that? Maybe I'll just kind of cut around it to get an idea and lay in some other things, and then let me get a clip here, and then yeah, that fits pretty well. And then I'll fussy cut off camera. And I've got a few magazines here too. If I want text or something. And I'm going to try to not be too terribly fussy about all this. It's just kind of, for fun, kind of, like I said, in between bigger projects kind of thing. I guess we'll do it on this side. Well, I could make it, since this is small, maybe I should make it a 2-page thing. It's an idea. Bring on the zest. How about that? It's a new year. It's a new book here. Bring on the zest. And it looks like we're getting sun across the counter. That keeps happening to me. I start these videos and it's cloudy, and I start working and the sun comes out. Got a lot of nerve. Maybe a little text behind her. Kind of like that, which I know you can't see it because she's not fussy cut. And stuff over here. Like what though? Yeah, a lot of this catalog is even black and white back in the day there. Where'd the houseware stuff go? Yeah, and part of the back even fell off. Although I was very glad to get it because some of you might know these old catalogs are not cheap when you find them. But they're fun. ticking clocks. What about this one? Because it's sort of shaped like the, I guess those are oranges, maybe they're lemons. Slices there. Yeah, let's put it the right way, Diane. Something like that. I'll stop clinking. That's very annoying. Yeah. Okay. Then what? Ooh, dishes. Pole lamps. Lamps. Well, I don't want it to start looking like a Sears catalog, right? A flower or something. That's my problem. Sometimes just my opinion, I've pulled stuff from a catalog or more like ads, not so much articles, and put it together, it starts looking like an ad, which, I don't know, I guess there's nothing wrong with that, but not what I was going for. Yeah, that in there. Alright, let me pause and do something about the sun that wasn't out before, and I'll fussy cut this stuff and then come back. Okay, I'm back. I glued all this down. Yeah, and I hope you appreciate. So we've had gray, cloud, drear for days. So it finally gets sunny and I block most of it out. But anyway, I think that's pretty cool. And I wasn't even thinking, just a little art note. You know, the color of her ensemble here, it is complementary to the other colors. So that, you know, that worked out well. It wasn't intentional. I put these up here because her head was, you know, flush with the top of the page, so that looked kind of dumb. And yeah, I realize it doesn't go all the way up, but I think I'm going to paint. But before I paint, these have to get trimmed, and they're still wet. But I thought maybe this isn't taking too long. I will do something on this first thing here. And I got rid of the clinky metal clip for a clothespin, just to kind of weight that cover down there. So I don't know, what do I want? Do I want just, you know, to write a label more type thing? Or like this, you know, right there was a mailing label that didn't get stamped upon. I don't know, would that do something? Let's get this over here so I'm not reaching. Do something like that and then collage in this area. Alright, why not? So as long as we have time, maybe something more floral-ish. Not so much a big picture. And I know it's awfully early, but have you started thinking about seeds or planting or anything yet? A friend of mine was talking about it with me the other day. She is. I kind of wasn't until she put the bug in my ear. What about this? So pretty. It's like teddy bear sunflowers. I never had very much good luck with those. Stuck on my scissors. Get off. Alright, I'll do the same thing. I'll kind of just chop around and cut off camera. I don't know, do I want to save the sunflower thing? Actually, I could put that in my glue book, couldn't I? I like sunflowers. I do grow those almost every year with varying degrees of success. Actually, just that with paint, because I was thinking of painting, you know, I mentioned on the other page, maybe we'll paint on both sides and then the page can really buckle, right? Yeah, I didn't mention, these are scrapbook paper Mod Podge Together covers, and the pages are mostly just kind of lightweight. That's just typing, or printer paper. Yeah, get with it, dang. Printer paper, a little scrapbook, old ledger. It's mostly lightweight stuff. All right, I'm gonna glue that down and then corral my paints, and then we'll paint. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, this stuff's glued down. I added a little washi tape there. I found this on one of the catalogs I had out, so I put that there. I think I'll just put the date there. And yay, my new ink pad showed up finally. If anybody, I don't know what video I mentioned that. Today's the 6th. Ordered a new ink pad from Amazon December 3rd, and it showed up a couple days ago. So 2 months. Okay, I guess it was worth it though. Actually, I'll go out and get one day. I don't have a Hobby, Michael's, Joann very near me. There's a Target. Didn't have any. Okay, whatever. Anyway, I've got paint, and I just grabbed some. I didn't bring my whole basket of it up, so I hope that's not a mistake. And I did actually get some new paintbrushes for Christmas. I keep lamenting I needed a new one and this whole big saga, but they're still under the Christmas tree. And yes, I'm slowly taking all the Christmas stuff down. I'll get to them. And I thought, maybe writing a title, my name, something above that, so that's not necessarily going to be blank space. That's nice. That adds a little something there. I did not bring up dark brown. That didn't occur to me. Of course, I didn't bring the book with me to pick out colors. That would have been smart too. Well, I think I like that just like that. Maybe a tad green. And yes, working this small, it does go a little faster, I think. I mean, I guess it depends. I mean, I just kind of found stuff relatively quickly today. I guess every session is different, right? Alright, I like that. Alright, now normally I would let this completely dry before doing this. But since you're all here and nobody wants to, wait or have me pause, I'm turning the page. Well, I got this color that, matches pretty darn well. But I don't know if I really want to bring it over. I like the contrast in a way. So I think I'm going to start with yellow. And then see what we think of that. And maybe we don't want so much yellow over here either. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave the color in this, a band like this to start with at any rate, and then see what we think. Oh, I did split this orange, lemon, whatever it is, to glue it in. I didn't just fold it, because that doesn't work so well. And I don't think, I was going to look, and of course I forgot. Those old books I showed in the beginning, which, in case anyone was curious, they're 3, 4, 5 years old, in that neighborhood. I don't think I painted in those. I could be wrong. I don't think I did. Well, I was thinking the orange, but maybe actually this brown color works better. What do they call this? You say it. Pueblo. It's early. My mouth's not working yet. think that's adequate for paint. I you know, yeah, Diane's thinking, can you hear the wheels turning in her brain? You know, this matches really well, and it would be okay, but I think I like this just being the color that it is and by itself. Otherwise, I could put a little there. Maybe just like a tiny spatter business. Let's try that. And I could quick wipe it off if I don't like it. Okay, it's fine. Alright, I'm going to pause, let this paint dry, trim it up, and then we'll come back and see if it's done, what we think. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, decision time. They're okay, but I do think they could use a border or some little finishing something. This one I was thinking, because of the dark ink here, maybe some little inky things. And this one I was thinking just about some kind of a border type thing. But since this is just printer paper, even though there's paint on it now, I'm not sure if a heavy marker would go through that. So I was thinking of the tiny little ebony pencil that I used in the butterfly stamp video. That would be probably better. And I think I'm just going to I don't intentionally want it straight, just sort of sketchy looking. And that might go through a little bit too, but it won't be, yeah, no, it's no worse than the magazine paper or anything, so that's okay. If I decide I don't like this, I can, go over it again and make it straighter with a ruler, I'm meaning. I don't know, I just thought straight sounded boring. You could certainly make it straight. Can you see? Am I off camera? Yeah, that definitely adds. Is it enough? Yeah, I guess. I was thinking, do I want to add a second one or something, but yeah, let's add a second one. Make like a double line. That might what? I don't know. It might just be better. Let's put it that way. All right. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay, now this one, it's kind of the same thing. The ink could go through, so let's see if we can stamp, where there's magazine, which there mostly is, and then it won't go through. So I was thinking a flower of some sort, or maybe the sun. Okay. All right, is there paper? Yeah, there's paper here. Don't go too far to the edge. Yeah, it's, it's a little, I should do paint like yellow over it. It's a little, what, juvenile looking? Is that, are you seeing that? All right, since, I already put the paint away, we'll do that. except I'm kind of running out of time here. I've got to, go do other things. Okay, I think we'll do that. All right. Okay, hang on. We'll see if we can squeeze in yellow paint. I'll be right back. Okay, I got the paint. I got a little brush, so let's see. Oh, but I don't have glasses on. Just a minute. Okay. Well, what do you think? Well, I think it's better. Definitely better. Do I need yellow in the little spokes, or what do you want to call them? Rays. Yeah, because that would be really difficult. Well, I don't know if that's going to work. They're awfully little. Yeah, well, sort of. And this is probably really tedious to watch, right? Well, you talk. Did you start a, 2021 art project? It's kind of sloppy looking. So I can go back with a marker and touch that up, over the black. But, this is kind of a mixed media journal page. Do we care? I guess when I'm done, we'll see what I think, if I care. Would you care? All right, well, can you tell? I mean, it's sloppy, but I think it's okay. I don't know that you'd really know. I mean, who's going to stare at it, right? I might touch up a little bit when that's dry. But generally speaking, I think it's okay. All right, well, folks, I think we're done then. A new little mini collage mixed media glue book. You can name it for yourself. We did the first page. And we did this page, which I think is actually pretty cool. All right, well, thanks for joining me. Good luck with your projects today, and have a nice day out there.